Good morning, student. Today we are going to do an experiment of analog and digital communication lab. So the aim of the experiment for today's class is study of FM transmitter and detector and observe the waveform at different sections. Then equipment required. Experiment kit BCT A05 means the trainer kit, and this one is the BCT A05 is the model number. Then power supply, digital oscilloscope, or we can say DSO. Then DSO means digital storage oscilloscope. So digital oscilloscope and digital storage oscilloscope is same. Then patch cord. Next, we discuss about the theory part of this experiment. So first part is FM transmitter. So FM transmitter, as we know, the modulator is used in the transmitter section, and to any modulator we have to give two inputs. One is the modulating signal, that is coming from audio oscillator to this FM modulator. Then the carrier signal, to the other input we give carrier signal, that is coming from the carrier generator. Then FM modulator to the modulation part. As you know, in FM modulation the frequency of the carrier signal changes according to the amplitude of the modulating signal. So FM modulator do that, and at the output we get the modulated signal. After that the output amplifier just amplify that signal and transmit it. So this one is the carrier waveform. Then after modulation, in this waveform we can easily observe the frequency changes. Means here in these parts the frequency is small or less, and here frequency increases. After amplification we get this type of waveform. So this is all about FM transmitter. So this is the FM receiver, and this one is the demodulator that is used in FM receiver. Demodulator demodulate the signal in order to recover the original signal from the modulated signal. So this one is the phase locked loop detector. This demodulator circuit uses a phase comparator circuit. This one, it is a very good demodulator and has the advantage that it is available as a self-contained integrated circuit. So there is no setting up required. We just plug it in and it works. For these reasons, it is often used in commercial broadcast receivers. It has very low levels of distortion and is almost immune from external noise signals and provides very low levels of distortion. Because of these advantages, this PLL is used. As we know, in FM various types of detectors are present. Then also the PLL is chosen because of these advantages. So here a VCO is used. The frequency of this oscillator is controlled by the DC output voltage from the output of the low pass filter. Okay. This DC voltage keeps the oscillator running at the same frequency as the original input signal and 90° out of phase. If the input frequency increases or decreases, the VCO frequency follow it. To do this, the input control voltage must increase or decrease. So these changes of DC voltage forms the demodulated signal. So this is all about the theory part of the FM transmitter and receiver. Now let's do the experiment. See here, in this kit, this part is the modulator part and this part is the demodulator part. So for that FM demodulator, we need two inputs. One is the modulating signal, another one is the carrier signal. So modulating signal is coming from this function generator, so that this sine point is connected to the mod in point. For that we use the patch cord to connect them, and the amplitude and frequency of the sine wave is controlled by P1 and P2. For frequency we use P1 and for amplitude we use P2, and we keep the frequency 100 Hz to 1 kHz range. For that we use a jumper and connect it here. Okay, so first we connect the input. After that the carrier signal is given to the FM modulator internally. Then FM modulator do the modulation and we can see the output at mod out. So first we see the input waveform. For that we connect a ground and then we give here the ground point and see here the input signal. Okay, so see here, this one is the sine wave, which is our input signal to the FM modulator. Then we see the output. For that we connect the input with the FM modulator, then see here the output. See here, you can observe it that the signal is not constant because the cycle is varying. It is not constant frequency signal, only the amplitude is constant. As we know, in frequency modulation the frequency of the carrier signal is changes according to the amplitude of the modulating signal. Because of that the frequency is varying but the phase and amplitude of the signal is constant. From this signal we observe the maximum frequency and minimum frequency, then find out the frequency deviation. For that here you can observe the frequency value. Here the frequency is varying. From this point we calculate the maximum and minimum frequency. So see here the minimum frequency is 64 kHz and the maximum frequency is 79.55 kHz. So just use that values and find out the frequency deviation, that is F max minus F mean by 2. Okay, then what we do? Now we do the demodulation part. For that we give the modulator output to the input of the demodulator, and here we can see the output. So what will be the output? That must be a sine wave that is given in the input side. So let's see. See, this one is a sine wave that is given in the input side of the modulator. So the demodulator is work perfectly. Because of that we get the original signal. So this is all about your experiment on FM modulator and demodulator. Thank you.